All right, let's just go with it and see how it happens. Hello and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and today we're doing a brew review. So I decided to go ahead and run down some line of domestics. We're going to do the Budweiser first, and we'll see how that goes. So did a few different changes. Instead of black blank screen with that behind it and a little up close personal, we pulled back a little bit, put that big old thing up top there. I might adjust things as we go, but there it is. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome, come on in. All my return viewers, I told you changes were coming. So here we go. Today we're going to be doing the brew review of the Budweiser King of Beers. Let's see if it's, as JR said, let's see if they're still King of Beers. Didn't somebody else just recently, I think a lot of them have a lot of that claim, right? King of Beers. Let's, there's a lot on this bottle. I'll give you a slow roll. You can, here's the problem with the format which we're sitting. Things get blurry as it gets closer. It's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to work with this. But, oh, you know what, let's move on. We'll just do this one, and then we'll see how it looks in editing, and then we'll adjust. We'll adjust. Overcome, adapt, and overcome, right? Here we go. Whew. It's just all sweaty. So if you're new to the channel, I try and do these brew reviews, a one-and-done deal, if you will. Try and find a single. Try to avoid 6-packs and definitely 12-packs, unless it's like that Ewingling Black and Tan. I bought a 12-pack of that because, well, it was just, I knew it was a good one. Let's just be completely honest and transparent. I knew it was going to be a good one. So we can try and do like a little, yeah. See the lighting, and I can't work with this. I'm going to have to go back to the old format or come up with something else. We'll think about it as we move along. So this is American style lager. They use what's called a beech wood aging, where they kind of like warm it up, or I don't know exactly how they did it, and I don't remember exactly how they worded it, but they use beech wood aging, and I guess they kind of like smoke it or cook it or a little bit or something like that. So they do actually have a mash bill, or, you know, a recipe, if you will. They use 30% rice, 2-row and 6-row barley malt. All right, so for all my calorie counting, carb conscious connoisseurs, no, there's not many if you're drinking these things. So it's 145 calories with 10.6 grams of carbs, and that is per 12 ounces. And this is a 24 ounce, right? So 24, 25. It's like 2 cans. So just double that. That's a 200 calories. 212. That's like almost 300 calories. And that's like 22 and something odd carbs. Yeah, anyways. So back in 1876, Budweiser was started. I won't necessarily say created, but started by Carl Conrad. And I paid $2.67. $2.67, get it together, tighten up, for this 5% out the door from my local Specs. I was going to say H-E-B, but I got it at Specs this time. So let's put a little bit more in there. Just enough to, hold on just a second. Sorry, there was somebody at the door. Anywho, let's get this moving. That is seriously clear. So let's get on the nose. I can smell like that malted rice. Kind of very similar kind of notes to sake, if you've ever had like a lesser processed sake. You can get that rice, fermented and malted rice. So it's got that pretty standard American lager sort of characteristics on the nose. Let's see what's on the palate. That is pretty mild. It does have some distinctiveness because of its, you know, using that rice, the 2-row and 6-row barley malt. That definitely gives it a stand aside kind of distinctiveness. I don't know if this format's going to work. I would like it to work. I'll figure it out. Try some fine tuning, and then we'll move on. Go ahead and have some. And my tablet went off because I took too long at the door. Okay, well, I guess that's it. The nose is light, a simple distinguishment from other lagers that I've had. Next up, we're going to be doing the Bud Light and then the Bud Ice. And there's several more down the line of Budweiser, and we just might do it. Just go down the line completely. And then let me know in the comment section which other line, domestic line, would you like for me to do next to the Budweiser? Would you like me to do Michelob? There's a story behind that. We'll get to it if we do the Michelob. I know a lot of you are probably going to tell me, yeah, do the Michelob because we want the story. Oh boy, let's do one more. Yeah, this format is really weird. But if you like it better than the old vertical format, go ahead and chime in. We'll talk about it. The finish is relatively clean. I gotta say, I think I appreciate this better now than I did way back when. Not that I drank a whole lot of Budweiser. We quickly jumped from regular Budweiser to Bud Light. And then when Bud Ice came out, that's all we drank. As youngins, that's all we drank was Bud Ice. It was always Bud Ice. And then we got tired of that, and we started drinking random imports and craft beers. We didn't get into craft beers. We did weird stuff, but no like craft stuff. Anywho, let's put a score on it. I would say this is probably, I'm going to slap it right in the middle of the road. How about that? A solid 3 out of 5. I would say a solid 3 out of 5. We'll slap it down right in the middle of the road. It's cheap. It's mass-produced. It's everywhere. It's always an offering, except for some places where they absolutely despise Budweiser. I've been to a few, for sure. Oh, my fair price for this? How can you beat it? That's like, what, $1.33, $1.34, less than $1.50. And they're cheaper on drafts, too. So, yeah, there's that. So, would I buy this again? I wish there would be something better. If there wasn't anything better, of course you would do with this. I want something non-domestic, something... But, I mean, if it's cheap and it's available, it is what it is. So, there it is. In the comment section, let me know where you're at. What are you currently drinking? What do you think about Budweiser? Let's talk about it. And as always, thanks for stopping by at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. How do you like the format?